One thing you won't hear that much from a lot of political commentary at the moment is that the president is very unpopular. Now, I know I've been saying this for a minute now, because it's been clear in the polling since basically the summer that the president is on a downward slope when it comes to broad parts of the public. But over the last month, it's been quite clear that the president has gone from being pretty unpopular to very unpopular. At this moment, in the averages, Trump is basically just below 40%, 39.6, 0.7, 0.8, around there. And as a general rule, you got to stick to the averages. They're going to give you, I think, the most accurate picture of what the president's approval probably is. But I'll say that if you look at some of the individual polls coming from reputable pollsters like Gallup, what you also see is that depending on the methodology and the surveyed population, Trump is heading into the 30s, 36% approval, 37% approval, which is catastrophic for a president. For comparison's sake, at the end of his term, George W. Bush, and remember, at the end of Bush's term, the unpopular war in Iraq was still ongoing and the economy was collapsing. Bush ends his term with around low 30s, right? So the world's falling apart and Bush is leaving office with one of the lowest approval ratings basically in modern presidential history. And Trump is on that trajectory. He's on the Bush trajectory. And when you consider that basically the floor for, I'd say, any public figure's overall popularity is probably going to be at like 25 to 27%, right? About that many Americans are going to be okay with virtually anything. Then what you're looking at is Trump approaching his floor, getting dangerously close to it. And I think that's important to recognize. It's going to help explain some of the behavior we're going to see from politicians over the next 6 months, right? Already, we're seeing Republicans begin to break with Trump in ways large and small. We saw that Indiana state senator outright say that he wasn't going to support redistricting because of the president's comments about mentally disabled people. There was the Marjorie Taylor Greene stuff. And you're seeing Republicans in Congress announce their retirements. And there's going to be more of that to come, I think. The president's declining popularity also means the press is going to smell blood in the water, and they're going to react as well. So this is just significant in general. The president is unpopular, and I think we're really going to be able to see how the rest of the political system reacts to that quite soon. Tomorrow, there is a special election in Tennessee, and I'd say if Democrats win that, you're going to see maybe even a stampede of Republicans decide that, you know what, it's time for me to leave.